How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to 2025. Happy New Year, hopefully, to everyone. And yeah, so we've come out today into a patch of woods. A little bit of a throwback to original style videos on the channel. And yeah, so we're down by the river. Here, we're only in a really tiny patch of woods. There's a road up that way, and on the other side of the river there is some kind of construction site work happening, so you might hear some noise there. I've not come too far out today. As you can see, there's snow on the ground. Winter is here. We've had snow for the last few days, so we're going to be playing with a number of bits of kit today. I've got my hammock out with me, as well as a Kelly Kettle that I want to talk about. So first things first, we're going to get the hammock set up, and yeah, I'll catch back with you once I've got the hammock set up. Just a heads up, this video is a little bit different from the others. It's a bit stagnant, sat in one place talking about things, so just be aware of that. There we go, guys. Tarps up, hammocks up. We've got some shelter, we've got some comfort. It's actually a really nice day out. The temperature's not too bad. It is now actually snowing again. We've got the river flowing in front of us, which is really nice. There has been some noise across the way from some work, and there has been some cars behind, but it's not too bad. I didn't want to walk, go too far out, so this will absolutely do. But yeah, I'm going to just talk about some kit and stuff today, and play with the Kelly Kettle and explain some things about that I've kind of developed myself. So yeah, I might just relax for 5 and then come back to you and do that stuff. So before we actually go and talk about some kit, I thought it might be worthwhile just explaining why I came out today. Because it's something I want to focus on with the rebrand and the refresh of the channel. I didn't need to come out today. Could have quite easily stayed inside. I've said previously in the introduction to the refresh of the channel that I'm not filming videos just for the sake of filming videos anymore, and that I'm only filming when I come out myself. And also, this doesn't seem very adventurous. I'm literally 5 minutes from the town. There's buildings there, there's a road behind me you can probably hear that's just randomly gotten very busy. But I've still come out. And the reason is it's good for you. It's good for me. This is the kind of thing that is really important to do. Just coming out for a walk alone is really good. It's scientifically proven that getting out into nature is good for your mental health. And yeah, that's actually the main reason I've come out. I've come out for myself, just to enjoy a bit of nature, sit by the river, lie in a hammock, listen to the snow fall on the tarp above me. And that'll make me feel good, and it will benefit my headspace, my mental health, which is really important to me. And that's kind of a message that, as I say, I want to push going forward with this channel, is about mental health awareness and the benefits of being in the outdoors, etc. But yeah, that's why I came out. And then in addition to that, I decided, one, I'm personally wanting to play with these bits of kit, but two, let's make a video out of it. Let's celebrate the new year, or let's put a video out with the new year. So yeah, that's the reason for that. So one of the first bits of kit I thought I'd mention is actually the trousers that I'm wearing. And you might be like, what? But back in the day, on the original videos of the channel, I made a video talking about Fjallraven bhidio Pro trousers and why I think, in my opinion, for me, they're the best trousers for bushcraft and this kind of environment. And since then, that pair wore out, and I went through a number of other pairs. I got a black pair of the same, but in the short leg version. And then I got a pair of the bhidio Pro ventilated with the stretchy in leg. And throughout all the trousers that I've tried, because there's others in there as well that I can't quite remember, I've come back to this pair. Well, not this pair. I've bought another pair now of the bhidio Pro regulars, regular length and regular size and all that, and in the dark olive. And I have to say that these still are the best fitting and most comfortable trousers for this environment for me personally. And I absolutely love them. I can't recommend them enough. I'll leave links in the description to some of the bits of kit that I mentioned if you want to check them out. And I'll also leave a link to the video I did talking about these trousers back in the day, linking back. So in case you're new to the channel, I thought I'd just explain what some of these bits of kit that I've got out are. I've done videos on these plenty before, and I'll link them down in the description. But this is the DD 3x3 tarpaulin, the regular one. I've got my 6 skylines on it, and then I've got my ridgeline, which is a kind of hybrid of various different systems of ridgeline that I've come across over the years, and one that I find works really well. And the hammock that I've got is the DD travel hammock. So it's very similar to their very popular frontline hammock, but it's a little bit heavier, a little bit cheaper. But then what I've added to it is I've added the hammock sock, which comes in really helpful, and I've added the whoopee sling and tree hugger additional system to suspend it. That's not what comes with it, but that's what I use. I really love it. Again, I'll leave links in the description to both the kit I'm using today and any videos I've done on them previously. But this is a really simple setup. As you saw in the time lapse, it doesn't take long to set up. Really simple, fairly versatile, and it works really well for me. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get the Kelly Kettle out, and we're going to get a brew on, because why not? So that's the Kelly Kettle. Now, to make my life easier today, I have also just taken a wee bag of kind of processed kindling. I know it's cheating, but it makes my life easier for the video. So if you haven't seen a Kelly Kettle before, it is basically a fireball that has a flue. So we'll get it out the bag here. I'll show you some close-ups here in a minute. But first off, we'll just get this assembled. So that's the flue. So as you can see, I've used it before. So it's basically a metal chimney, but it's got a double wall on this side that can hold, if I can get the cap out, hold water. And I think this one's a litre. Hold water, and it boils really quickly because of the heat that's coming up the chimney. And then you have a fire bowl which sits on the ground. You make your fire in it. It's got a wee air hole in the side, just there. That sits on top of it once your fire's made, and the heat comes at the top and boils your water in the side. There is also attachments such as this wee cooking grill that'll sit on top to cook stuff, or you can get some pot stands that sit in the top of the flue to hold a pot on top of that. But today we're just boiling water. So that's the first thing we'll do, is we'll get some water in this. So pour some water in there. And then we'll get ourselves a wee fire going in the fire bowl. So nothing fancy today. I've just got some wood bowls Which are my kind of go-to fire lighting source. And as I say, I've got some store-bought kindling just to make my life a bit easier. So we'll just open these up. Place them in there. Get some wood around them. This should go absolutely no bother. So you light the stove, or you light the Kelly Kettle just in the bowl, and then you add the flue to it after the fact. So I have a lighter in my pocket. Again, nothing fancy today, keeping it simple. And yes, I know I'm having this underneath the tarp, but it's going to be right down here on the ground, won't cause a problem, not going to be a big fire. See if we've got any small bits in here. I tell you, shop bought kindling is often not very kindling-esque. Now what's important is that you have access to that rim around the edge so that we can actually put the flue on. Now, there's a rubber cap on the flue. Do not put that in there because it will explode. So once that's going, you can drop wood in the top and you can feed in. Now it's important when you're feeding into the Kelly Kettle to come in from the side, not right above, because it gets rather hot. Because there's a lot of heat coming off of that. And that water will boil really quite quickly. So there's that vent hole there, bit of wood's coming out of it. You've got where the water's in, you've got a wooden handle, and then you've got that chimney, and then that's the rubber cap there that you don't want to put in, or you can lay on gently, but you don't want to put it on fully because they can explode. So while that's boiling, I thought I'd explain how my opinions have changed on the Kelly Kettle. So I used to kind of really hate them. They're a bit of a faff. They're huge. They're not very practical, was my old opinions. However, having started this course on adventure education, having played with this a little bit, having seen it used and played with at events and things, they're actually really quite good for certain things. So for use with kids, really good, really safe. It teaches them not to have a fire just in an open space, because they've actually got to have the Kelly Kettle to have a fire. They're really safe in terms of, as long as you don't put that bung in, they're really safe beyond your standard burns. And they make a lot of water really quickly. So if you're a group leader, it actually does work quite well. Now, the one thing I will say, I've found, and nobody seems to talk about it, the fireball is just single metal. And as such, whatever surface you put it on, if that fire gets hot enough, it starts to burn. So I'm on sand here today, it'll be absolutely fine. But you might find that if you're doing it on grass and stuff, it can leave a scar, which is one of the reasons why you would use a Kelly Kettle, is to avoid that scar. But yeah, so we'll let this tick away, boil up, and I'll show you how you pour the water out of it, because there's a special technique to that. And then we'll sit and have a cup of tea. So this has been on for literally about 3 minutes at most. And that's it boiled. So all we're going to do is we're going to pick the handle up. We're not going to put this above, because then that handle gets really hot. We're just going to lift it off at an angle. And then our fireball is a little bit full. So we'll just have to carefully manage that into the bowl and let that burn down. Let our water cool down for a minute, and then we can make ourselves our brew. But yeah, as I said, that was literally on for a couple of minutes. We've got quite a big fire there, so it was quicker, but 2-3 minutes max, That wasn't a whole litre of water, but it will boil a litre of water in under 5 minutes, which will, if you've got a group of cold kids, not a bad way to do it, and you can get them involved. So let's pour that water into a cup and make a brew. Just got a wee coffee sachet here. I said tea a minute ago, and I've not actually got tea, I've got coffee. Not actually going to use the whole thing. Just got a wee wooden spoon that I carved as well for stirring. So the technique for pouring this is you hold the handle, and the chain with the bung on it becomes your pouring device. And this is where it becomes incredibly safe for kids, because their hands are absolutely nowhere near the hot bit. So we'll just stir that around. Probably actually make 2 coffees out of what I've got. So what I'm going to do is just put that bung gently on there to keep the heat in, and then we'll just slowly break this fire down into the bowl so we can tidy it up and leave no trace. So I'm going to sit in my hammock, watch this fire and enjoy my brew. I'll catch you back in a wee while. So yeah, that's the other thing that's really good when you come out into the woods. Sit and have a coffee. That's good for your mental health too. So there's not much left to show you for this video. The only thing that I'll do now is obviously wait for that to die down and then dispose of it appropriately. What I'll probably do is burn it right down as much as I can, and then if it's, I'll either douse it in water, or if it's really small bits I can just put it in the river. It'll go out instantly with the temperatures today, and it'll just float down and into the sea. It's just a bit of wood. But yeah, that's gonna about do it for this video. Just gonna chill here. I might actually make a second brew as well. Chill here for a bit, pack up, head back. Just spend them. That's just been a couple of hours out in nature. Really good for you. So my recommendation to you from this video: if you've got the ability to play with some Kelly kettles, absolutely do it. And the bigger recommendation: get out, spend some time in nature, chill in the woods or wherever you like to do it. And until next time, guys, cheers for watching. Bye for now.